place where what is inside is greater than the challenges that we face off against around us. I'm always reminded that what it means to be oneself is to go inwards, that all things that we have and the blessings that come our way come by taking the time and putting the energy into those things, putting the energy into the places where we want to achieve. It's not just enough to achieve it on our own, but at the same exact time, we have to remember to start to uplift other people in that process, to enjoy our own journey, to enjoy our own path, and to allow the purpose of being ourselves to have a place. Each day when I get on here, I recognize that it's important that we set time aside to do that, to truly be ourselves. So there's ultimately daily, our focus is to not become the blocks that we have, to allow us to overcome the challenges that we're going through. It's quite amazing when you start to recognize that you can achieve great things when you look within yourself, when you look within your being, and you start to look within your purpose. It's quite the journey that we're on, and it's quite the path that takes you to that place. It's when you start to achieve great successes, when you start to recognize your journey. And a lot of times we forget that. We forget the purpose of being ourselves. We forget the purpose of looking within for the answers and looking within for the solutions. What are we made of, and what sets one aside? It's quite amazing when we no longer allow the challenges that we face off against to stop us, right? And how do we start to get there? What does it take to truly look inside of oneself for the answers? What does it take to truly start to put that kind of time in place and that kind of answers within ourselves to where we become what we're seeking out after? It's our path and our journey is to become who we are. It's to use our gifts, our talents, our abilities in a way in which we affect the world, that the world will become a manifestation of our minds. And there's quite some amazing truth to being who we are within. It's what it means to me to overcome challenge, what it means to be able to sit down and to manifest an office, to manifest multiple offices, by speaking our mind, by starting to recognize our dreams, to recognize our abilities within ourselves. Ultimately finding that place of focus where the ability within you truly starts to open up. You know, a lot of the times we're avoiding growth. We avoid the ability to manifest and to overcome. And it is within oneself that the battle is. It's within oneself that the universe allows us to accept our journey and to truly start to overcome the things that we go through on a daily basis. You know, I'm reminded of the teachers and the people that have become a part or have assisted in this life's journey. I'm reminded by the people that are not just the part of this story, but inspire this story through their discipline, through their ability to use their knowledge, their focus, to become a light in their own fields, in their own professions. And I'm reminded that the things that we have around us are just vessels, that what we have within ourselves is greater than the challenges that we face off against. As I sit down in my meditation room and I start to get down and to start to work with self-study, with self-path and self-journey, we start to have stamina, and our self-esteem starts to increase when we put time into ourselves, when we are
I need to start looking into owning a home. I need to, get my
able
home.
to go within to become that light. You know, it's quite amazing what can happen when your mind achieves it. You know, I can only imagine those that see levels or ceilings beyond where I've been. And I can only imagine the journey, the path to that place that's held in this, you know. And when we put our knowledge to use and we know that we've been at the bottom and that no matter the challenges we face off against, we have a way to overcome. See, your ability to achieve your dreams is ultimately up to you. It's ultimately up to you to build it within yourself, to build it within your path, within your journey. And if you start to light up from within your being and you start to manifest greatness from within yourself, and you start to utilize this journey on a way in which your path has purpose. See, a lot of times we forget about our own purpose. We forget about what it means to be you and what it means to utilize your journey. You know, each individual's journey is unique. Each individual's journey is something of greatness. It's something of manifestation, and what we are believing in ourselves ultimately becomes a reality around us. It becomes a part of this journey, that the light inside it starts to shine, it starts to grow, it starts to manifest within ourselves, and it starts to become what we seek within our light, within this universe, is ultimately self. It's ultimately the being within opening up. It's ultimately performing where we allow the universe to flow through us, where we become that conductor within this great journey that we're on. And when we allow that journey itself to be greater than the challenges that we have, we start building greatness within ourselves. See, when I look around and I look at the things that this path has, the simplicities that this journey brings, the ability to manifest that things will happen on their own time. If we enjoy yet this journey, if we enjoy yet this path, this purpose that we're on, and we put the time and the effort into being ourselves and truly being who we are within, and when we look within for the answers and the solutions start to open up, ultimately you'll see a room full of shirts, hats, cups. Ultimately, motivation, meditation, and inspiration will become a known quote. It will become a known part of our daily life. It will become what is ultimately engraved within the being. It will become what we seek out after when we are seeking oneself. And as I sit there in meditation and I recognize the place of meditation and the place of motivation and the place of inspiration, what does it mean to be you is the question I have for you guys today. What does it mean to use your gifts? What sets you aside? What makes you unique in the way that only you can be? And it is that place where greatness comes from. It is in that side of that place of the present moment where we enjoy this journey, where the path within ourselves becomes that place of light, and that place where no matter the challenges you face, you become the journey. And you become this human being to become present within yourself, to light up within this world and to light up within this being to the point where no matter your challenges, you will overcome. And it's a place of purpose that can share the story of being, that no matter what we face off against on a daily, we can overcome those kinds of things. I'm sitting here in my office, thinking about the people that came through this journey for this to be possible. And I'm so grateful for believing in oneself and to believe in your being and to have others that uplift you and believe in you. When you believe in yourself and you believe in what sets you aside, you will be who you are within, and your light will shine and your abilities will open up. And the light within is greater than the challenges that go on around you. And when we allow what we are within to be that place of purpose, to be that place of journey, we allow ourselves to become that light and to become that purpose to where we can light up this world. And if you are out there and you're hearing this message and you are trying to start to put the time into, put the effort into yourself and into your being, recognize that when you invest in you, the journey becomes the place. It becomes um, the path in which you will believe in yourself and you will believe in what you are becoming. And it is within oneself that generations can shine through. It's within oneself that path can shine through. It's within oneself that purpose can shine through. When we're selfless and we're not selfish, when we are there to uplift each other and we're there to see the light within who we are, and we're in that place of purpose, you will go beyond the challenges that you have and you will find a way to overcome. When your discipline starts to shine, when you start to become that reflection, you ultimately start to recognize that your purpose and your path has place, it has meaning, that what you're manifesting on a daily is what you're becoming. It's when you look beyond challenges that you will find great purpose within yourself, and in your journey you will seek many things. Your being will crave for things that are not understood. It will crave for things that are not going to be asked of you. It will be of your being to achieve those things, to achieve that light, to achieve that purpose within yourself. And when you start to overcome your fears and your journey opens up in front of you, might it light your world in a way in which you light up. You know, it's not our journey to hold back, but to grow. It's not our journey to stop learning. It's our journey to continue to learn, to continue to grow, to continue to manifest, to not allow what others say to stop you from who you are within. When we become that light, when we become that place, when we're allowing the journey and the path to have its purpose, when we're allowing the journey and the path to have its being, we become great. We become something more. And when we're allowed to open our minds and our beings become that kind of light, you start to see something different about yourself. You start to shine a little bit brighter. Your purpose starts to open up. Your path starts to become greatness. It becomes something where it's unexplained. It's when you allow the universe to work through you that you will allow the things that are meant for you to come to you. And it's within that being that we can be ourselves. It's within that being that we can find our journey and our path within our purpose. See, a lot of people think it's enough to just have, but what are we leaving for others to be uplifted with? What is it that, because you came this way? What is it because you came on this earth that your journey teaches? What is it that you're here to light up others' worlds with? And how are you utilizing your discipline in that way? How are you utilizing your purpose? And how are you utilizing your path in such a way in which no matter what happens around you, it's what's going on within you? See, motivation, meditation, inspiration is what I'm talking about today. I'm sitting here in front of you guys today with the only explanation is allowing the universe to work through you, allowing the universe to use you as that great conductor, that if you allow the path and the journey its place in your life, the things that you want to achieve, the abilities within oneself to become, to manifest, will happen. And incredibly grateful for all things in this life, incredibly grateful for all that have come across this path, incredibly grateful for this journey and this purpose within this being. You know, as we become more and more, as the journeys that we have and the magnitude might we become simpler, might our lives become less complicated and more related to purpose and being, and might your journey and your path have a place within your heart, within your knowledge, within your purpose, that you are a light within this universe, that you are absolutely a blessing within your being. You know, sit there in meditation with doing breath work, utilizing the knowledge to understand that all things that have happened have brought to this place, have brought to this point, that enjoying the stages of this journey is worth it. Enjoying the stages of this journey is amazing. You know, I'm sitting here in an office which is manifested first in spoken, manifested first in being. You know, seeing things that are amazing that never thought could be possible, seeing things that are amazing that are happening within this life, that this place within one's being lights up. The journey that is followed by being yourself, by being the one that you are inside, is greater than the things that go on around you. Might we never forget that they're just vessels, that your path is to see beyond the things, to be there, to use your professions, to use your abilities within yourselves, within your homes, to become a reflection, to become a place where what is within reflects outwards, that the journey within becomes the reflection. And when you believe in yourself and you believe in your purpose, the path that you have within yourself will light up. You know, I look forward in the future to be doing motivational videos, to be doing meditation videos, to be doing inspirational videos, you know, to have merchandise that people can purchase, that they can allow the universe to work through them, that they might enjoy and that they might be shared with them, that they might be inspired to ask themselves that question that I ask every day: is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? Is the way that I'm living life, is it flowing? Is it moving through with the energy within, the energy of being, the energy of purpose? Is this journey becoming that light? Is it becoming that path within that is being, to become present within oneself. You know, when we are allowed to be ourselves, the part that lights up the most in this journey is that the universe will utilize you. It will utilize your being in such a way that you will feel sufficient in being oneself. See, a lot of times we look outwards for the answers instead of inwards. And if you allow and you work on yourself enough, the journey will become sufficient. The path will become sufficient. The energy within will become sufficient. You can achieve greatness by being yourself. You can achieve greatness by looking within and allowing the external to just be a reflection of what you look for within yourself. It's inside of this purpose that we're brought to this place to find ourselves, to find our being, to find our foundation, to find our relation with the Most High, Omega. So it might light your journeys and your professions, that you might become inspired to that point where your being becomes that reflection, where your being becomes that journey, where your being becomes that purpose, and that we might have a place within ourselves to grow, but we might have a place within ourselves to become, but we might have a place within ourselves to use the energy that we have in our daily lives. It is amazing when being ourselves becomes attractive. It is amazing when we are attracted to our own being. It is amazing when the people around you see a reflection from within you, that they become inspired, that their journey becomes a place of purpose, and it becomes a place of enlightening, that your light might shine outwards. It's amazing what it means to be within oneself, to be within one's being, to use our gifts, our talents, and our abilities in such a way that we can light up this world. Are we putting in that kind of time? Are we putting in that kind of effort? Is what you're practicing within your being reflecting outwards? Is it giving you the ability to grow? Is it giving you the ability to understand oneself, that your purpose will achieve, that your purpose will light up this world? And you know, it might be a lighthearted that I'm putting this out here today, but if you can look within yourself for just one moment, become friends with yourself, become friends with the one within you, the one that is in your internal dialogue, the one who speaks things into existence, the one who manifests greatness, the one who becomes that light, that becomes that purpose, that becomes that journey. Then you might find on page that you've written or things that you've done that you might manifest them years later. You might manifest them in such a way in which it changes this world. Because your gifts, your talents, your abilities are absolutely important. Your being is important. What you seek out is ultimately seeking you out. Truly within oneself is sufficient knowledge to achieve this path, this journey. It is the opening up of that knowledge that allows one to become a light. Might your light shine no matter the challenges you're facing off against. Might your discipline become something where others will become. Through seeing that reflection, inspired. I just want to say all blessings, 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 as always. Namaste.